Hey, Thomas Shane for FunTech. We're back again today, and today we're going to be talking about how do you get good in a Microsoft Teams call. Microsoft Teams is now the majority way of people communicate with each other online in a hybrid meeting, and there is actually a lot of capability that's built into Microsoft Office, Microsoft Teams. So today I will be sharing with you two very simple tips that you can use with FunTech's Ideao Hub, an interactive touchscreen with the Ideao Pen, so that you can elevate your presence, presentation skills, and effectiveness and efficiencies real quickly. So first is a PowerPoint presentation, which is how we present normally nowadays. So let's say I have a PowerPoint presentation. So I hit present, I get into a presentation mode. Normally I'll be talking about my slide. However, let's say if I want people to focus on where I see, because this slide is somewhat complicated, a lot of wording and text, they don't know what I'm talking about. There are several things we could do. First of all, we can zoom in. We can use our mouse pad to actually zoom in to enlarge certain sections so that your audience can focus on anywhere on the slide that you wish them to be focusing on. And with one click on the right, you went back to all the way out. And if you want to use a pen, you can pick up a pen and annotate. The default color by Microsoft PowerPoint is red, but if you want to change the color, you can actually choose different color here. So for example, I want to choose dark blue as the color, then I can change it to a dark blue. And then I can use that pen to highlight, to draw, to write, so that my audience on the other side of the Teams call can actually see this. And annotation is the key so that you can visualize my ideas and what I'm thinking of. Sometimes as we are presenting, people ask us questions. And if they ask us questions that's not on our slide, most people will panic and start to go into verbal mode. They will simply just talk nonstop, trying to answer the questions. However, that's not very effective. Have you ever been into a situations where you're asked questions by your colleague or customers and you say, hey, why don't we go to the meeting room so I can use the whiteboard to write and explain to you? If you have done that before in a physical meeting, how come you have never done that in an online and virtual meeting? So let's say if they ask you questions and you wish to access a whiteboard, what can you do? So let's say I want to create some notes or whiteboard session at the end of my slide, and I can use it for Q&A or maybe conclusion. I create some blank slides on the go. I click on the slide and I present again. Now I have blank piece of paper in front of me. So I may answer Q&A, or this could be a conclusion or maybe an action item. And you can actually share this at the end of the meeting. They are going to be there with the PowerPoint slides and you can send it to your customer, send it to your colleague. Another way to get into a whiteboard is through Microsoft Teams. And if you have added the Microsoft Whiteboard, you can go to share screen. When you share content, besides the screen or the windows, now you will have access to a Microsoft Whiteboard. Click on that, then you can open a Microsoft Whiteboard. Choose the templates that you want. This is actually an infinity whiteboard. You can resize and write. You never ran out of writing space. I can pick up a pen and I can start to write. So this becomes an easy way for you to annotate and whiteboard and answer questions so that your remote audience can easily get what you're talking about. So let's say we want to use the sticky note. You can also write in the sticky note and it will stay within the sticky note as well. You can simply share this during the call so you can actually have the same access to the online whiteboard and collaborate and continue to discuss after the meeting. And it all starts with using the right technology with the Ideao Hub and the Ideao Pen so that you can have full access to the Windows Ink whiteboard and annotation capability within the Office 365. Thank you very much. We'll talk about more tips in the coming future.